You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. I love this one here, y'all. I got to reach out. So Texas Governor Greg Abbott sent this weak-ass letter to the Texas Rangers baseball team. Dear Mr. Liebman, this is addressed to Mr. Neil Liebman. Thank you for the invitation to throw out the first pitch at the Texas Rangers home opening game. I was looking forward to it until Major League Baseball adopted what has turned out to be a false narrative about the election law reforms in Georgia. And based on that false narrative, moved the MLB All-Star Game from Atlanta. It is shameful that America's pastime is not only being influenced by partisan political politics, but also perpetuating false political narratives. The state of Texas was proud to help MLB host last season's National League playoff games and the World Series in Arlington. However, I will not participate in an event held by MLB, and the state will not seek to host the All-Star Game or any other MLB special events. This decision does not diminish the deep respect I have for the Texas Rangers baseball organization, which is outstanding from top to bottom. I wish the team great success this season. Teresa, I've never seen a bunch of weak-ass, impotent people. There's no group who thinks they're bigger victims than the Republican Party. Oh, my God. Everyone, these are election reforms. No. This is promoting the big lie. This is all about kissing Trump's ass and the crazy, deranged, sick, demented people who support him. They are angry that they lost. And so what they want to do is cheat. They're trying to cheat in your state by literally getting rid of statewide elected Supreme Court justices because they're mad with their judicial decision. These people love to talk about judicial activism. What they're saying is, if it don't go our way, we're going to change the rules. They're spoiled brats.
Yeah, and I've never seen anything like it. And I think this is a moment in history where we're starting to see the case study really unfold, starting in Georgia. Then, of course, you got Arizona, Michigan, and, of course, my hometown of Pennsylvania, where we've seen, Republican legislators have been ruling for decades. And so because of this election, I think they have now become emboldened. So once we saw, Trump lose the election, I believe all that money that Trump was raising for the campaign also all spread to start other committees so they can do voter suppression laws. Georgia is really the case study that I think everybody is paying attention to and also seeing what works and what doesn't. So I think every state and every legislator that is Democrat and also those who are Republican who knows this is wrong and really want to get on the right side of change really need to start understanding that this is coming to a state near you. And we also need to prepare ourselves by not just being on the defense mode, but also finding some solutions, also using their power of the pen to really ensure that the democratic process is not only a fair one, but a just one for future generations to come.
Here's the whole deal for me, Michael. Now their new one is, okay, I mean, look at the laws in New York. We're going to change those too. I mean, that to me is what's hilarious. This new complaint, well, there are more early voting days in Georgia than there are in New York. So you think actually endorsing, there have been progressives who have been advocating for a very long time a change in New York's archaic voting law system. Y'all, that ain't one to stand on.
No, it's not. And, the whole politics of, how it intertwines with sports, we've always had civil disobedience and certainly athletes and celebrities standing up. But I don't know if it ever really transcended like it did during 45's years after obviously Colin Kaepernick took his knee and then tell him, fire all the sons of bitches or whatever 45 said. It became a different kind of, more in the gutter about athletes and celebrities. I know that the right thinks that most athletes and celebrities are Democrats or on the left. And so they take hits at that. But it doesn't help to the first part of your question of the segment. It doesn't help when business leaders kind of get very marshmallowish when these issues pop up. There's no reason in the world, obviously, whether it's Delta, Coca-Cola, or a host of other companies that are based in Georgia, saw this coming. They knew that the governor was going to sign it. So there's not like it came as a shock. So those first statements that came out that I just call a little marshmallowish, frankly wrong, and then they had to backpedal. And if you're a Republican or a right leader, they're going to act marshmallowish. So you're able to bully them too. And that's what happened. And so until you stop being marshmallow and come out and really take a stand and really, and then you can't just threaten to leave or threaten to do something. You have to do it. That's really the only thing that's going to matter to folks. Not that they care about a lot of those jobs, even though they, again, think the perception is that a lot of those jobs at the airport and at the Coca-Cola bottling plants are people of color and low-wage earners, so they don't care about them. That's not true. There are a lot of white folks that work at Delta and a lot of white folks that work at Coca-Cola. So obviously the hypocrisy is ridiculous, but until business leaders stand up, this kind of behavior is going to continue.
Look, this is real simple, Cleo. If y'all don't want corporations coming after you, if y'all don't want the woke mob coming after you, how about you not embracing white supremacy? How about that? Let's do a trade-off. We won't cancel your ass if you don't embrace white supremacy. I think that's fair.
You being so mean to these poor Republicans.
I don't give a damn about any of them. I don't give a damn about any of them.
I don't either. I'm being somewhat sarcastic, though. You are being mean, but I agree with the mean.
Yes, I'm being very mean. I'm being very petty because they are trash, despicable people who are also sore losers. You got your ass whooped. Here's the whole deal. Okay, you're mad. You got your ass whooped. Take the L.
But as you know, these people always get mad. And they've always gotten mad, and they always have started saying stuff like what this guy just said, that because of Stacey Abrams and Biden's lies, the team left Atlanta. It's not logical. But we'll see how this rolls out ultimately, because they've been lying and being illogical and moving the goalpost and saying things that aren't true. I mean, Donald Trump, the former president, lied all the way to the White House and lied all the way in the White House. And from my perspective, if it wasn't for COVID-19, he would still be in the White House. So it'll be interesting to see how this all rolls out, because despite white supremacy, these people who love white powers, despite they're kicking and screaming, it seems that they're losing. It seems that they're losing based on voting and all logical things. But the lies have worked for them. And mixed messages and stretching the truth has worked. So the fact that he hasn't finished singing, we'll see how it goes.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
It's time to be smart. When we control our institutions, we win. This is the most important news show on television of any racial background. Y'all put $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $15, $20, $30 on this and keep this going. What you've done, Roland, since this crisis came out in full bloom. Anybody watching this, tell your friends. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks, especially of Roland Martin Unfiltered. I mean, hell, go back and look at the last 2 days. You've had sitting United States senators today, Klobuchar and Harris. Whatever you have, you can bring to Roland Martin Unfiltered to support it. Please do, because this information may literally save your life.
Watch Roland Martin Unfiltered daily at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, or Periscope, or go to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered Daily Digital Show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. Our goal is to get 20,000 of our fans contributing $50 each for the whole year. You can make this possible. RolandMartinUnfiltered.com.